Research monograph on right to information study in Bangladesh Perspectives. Chapter 1, an introduction. Right to information means the right to get information from any authorities. Authority means any institution created by the Constitution of Bangladesh and a Ministry of Division constituted under Article 56, Sub-Article 6 of the Constitution of Bangladesh, which is ordained that the President shall make rule for the allocation and transaction of business of the government, any authority, organization or any institution constituted by the law, any organization, institution running by the government fund, or any organization, institution regulated by the foreign donation, any organization or institution which is performing the duties according to the conduct with the government, any other organization or an institution which is notified by the official gazette of government. The modern world is now resounding with the call of manifold democracy needing the transparency and accountability in the statecraft, and in that view of the matter, the subject of the people's right of access to information has gained importance. There appear to have been universal organization of the demand and necessity for the establishment of people's right of access to information. Thus, under the aforesaid two international instruction, the state parties are obliged to make available to their citizens all kinds of information, expect those that are necessary to protect national security and avoid interference with the privacy of citizens. Ideally, Bangladesh has signed to International Convention of Civil and Political Rights of 1966 on September 6, 2000. Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948 reads, "Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right, including freedom to hold opinions, truthfulness, and seek, receive, and impart information and ideas throughout any medias and regardless of frontiers." Article 19, Sub-Article 2 of the Convention on Civil and Political Rights 1966 reads, "Everyone shall have the right to information of expression. These rights shall include freedom to seek, service, and import information and ideas of all kinds, regardless of frontiers, either orally, in writing, or in part in the form of art or throughout any other media of his choice." Research methodologies. To achieve the intent objectives of the study, as the intent studies in fairly qualitative and depth case study method, no empirical data was adapted. Research methodology is functional action strategy to carry out the research in the light of the theoretical framework and guiding research question and or the proposed hypothesis. This chapter is many manifestation of methodologies and procedures applies in the studies. It is a detailed description of the process and techniques used to collect and analyze necessary data from the study areas. Objectives of the study. In the wake of current scenario, wherein the common citizen are forced to be a simple separator of the arbitrary action of the government towards the administrative agencies. It is considered to look into the prospectives partisan issue of the right to information available to all citizens under the provision of Bangladesh Constitution with the following subjects. Number 1. A. To track the evolution of people's movement in achieving the current Right to Information Act. Origin and development of the Right to Information Act 2009 in Bangladesh. C. To study the nature and scope of the application of the acts. D. Implementation state of Right to Information Act 2009, the international perspectives. Number E. Right to Information Act 2009 and the role of media in Bangladesh. Statement of the problem. It is founded there is lack of motivation among the officers to work as a public information officer. Most of the officers have taken up the role unwillingly, leading to low motivation among them. Their lack of software application to improve efficiency of the officer. Also, there was a perception among the public information officers that lack of adequate and infrastructure hamper right of information implementation. There has been a question mark on the operation of Right to Information Act regarding the disposal of complaints within the scheduled time. The effective implementation of the Act. The awareness among the people is necessary. The Right to Information Act helps to collect information. Right, it is not any easy text to identity the level of corruption and negligence of the corrupt official. Scope. The following government organizations and bodies are covered under RTI and are subject to its central, state and local government. All bodies on it control to substantially financed by the government. NGOs, non-government organizations, substantially financial directly to indirectly by the approved government funds. Executive, judiciary and legislative wings. The acts apply to all state union territories of Bangladesh except the state of Jammu and Kashmir, which is covered under the state level RTI law. Limitation of the studies mainly due to time limitation. I was not able to make the study much informative, reachful, elaborate, and analytical. What is preparing and tram paper is one of the many effective during the period. Therefore, it was not possible for me to pay full attention to work on this research. Review. Chapter 2. Origin and development of the Right to Information Act 2009 in Bangladesh. First introduction. Right to Information Act 2009 was a groundbreaking decision to the part of Bangladesh government and paved that way for all citizens to get information. Public authorities as right. The rationale for the law is clearly stated in the preamble. The right to information shall ensure that transparency and accountability in the public. Autonomous and statutory organization in the private organization run on government or foreign funding shall increase corruption shall disgrace and good governance shall be established. It is expedient and necessary to make provision for ensuring transparency and accountability. Unlike India, the law was passed throughout the effort and effective laboring and advocacy of the many civil society organizations, academia, media, research, legal expert, etc. Rather than initiating from any grassroots levels. Background: the demand for law and freedom of information was first articulated by the Press Council in the early 1980s as a response to the curtailment of press freedom under the dictatorial regimes. After that, a number of civil society organizations started to have decision on the necessity of adopting a RTR regime in Bangladesh. The Law Commission prepared a working paper on RTI in 2002, looking at examples of other countries where RTI regime have changed to outlook of public institution. Mansur Junno Foundation with other embarked on a mission of facilitate the enactment of the RTI law by first commission a study access the existing practice about RTI in Bangladesh, which was more related to freedom of information with respect to the media than right to information as a governance or development tools. The main reasons behind this is cultures of society which prevails in every sector of government system of the state. How RTI evaluate in Bangladesh? There are 3 core groups were formed, such as law drafting core groups, policy advocacy care group, and awareness capacity building core groups, and burden the support based and rise demand for the law, and these groups were facilitated by MGF. Drafting RTI law. The law core groups comprise of noted legal experts of the country provided inputs, feedbacks, and reviewed the draft several times while advocate. Tangible alum drafted the law after a series of regional and national level consultation meeting. The draft was formally presented to the law advisor of the caretaker government in 2007. Process of awareness raising and capacity buildings. In 2005, MJF partners with Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative from technical assistance in the catalyzing RTI in Bangladesh. Meanwhile, a process of knowledge building was straightforward, developing various communication materials, themes, songs, and RTI to communication research. MJF partner organization plus other network were actively involved in this process. Networking and alliance buildings with different stakeholders including media, the core groups on police advocacy and mass mobilization also instituted a series of effective such as writing articles, holding TV, tech show, organizing NGOs, local journalists, policy makers, etc. etc. Throughout regional and international network awareness, we are building with national and local partner for issue-based mobilization RTI such as a Transparency International Bangladesh, PEF, Bangladesh Enterprise Institution SUPRO, SANAK, Article 19, Commonwealth Human Rights Nativities India, MKSS India, eminent presidential were supposed to act as champion for the law as well as to levy and advocate from enactment of the RTI law.